work a full-time job, and part of working a full-time job is number one, trying to pay your bills, which I'm very grateful for. But you get tired, you get sick. That's just the way life is. So I'm gonna use today and tomorrow to recover, go back to work. Hello all. I'm a little sick. I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can without straining my voice. Started to not feel too good a couple days ago. Not really any weird symptoms, just didn't quite feel right and felt a little on and off nauseous. Yesterday I started not to feel well, and then now my throat hurts and I feel like I've lost my voice a little bit. I'm off from work today and tomorrow. If you've been following my channel, you know that I was working as a substitute teacher, and talking about and documenting that journey. I thankfully now, if you follow my channel, you know that I am no longer a sub and that I have a job that I work full-time at. Very grateful that I have that job. It's very fortunate to have a job and have benefits and full-time job. I'm a little tired this week particularly. I ended up working overtime, and I'm appreciative of that in one respect because I need the money, and obviously the more hours I work, the more money I make. But at the same time, I'm very tired. I tend to do a little better when I'm kind of at that 38, 39 mark of hours during the week, and it almost seems like when you go into the overtime, you start to not feel your best. So I'm not feeling that well, and I'm off from work today and tomorrow. I'm a little irritable that I'm spending my day off today and tomorrow recuperating from whatever I have. But that's just the reality of working hard. So I'm headed out now. I'll probably put some subtitles in so you can hear what I'm saying. I have to run some errands now. So we're gonna go to the bank, and I needed to go run some errands. So we're headed out now. The sun seems to be helping a little bit, at least my mood to feel better. I need to go to the bank and get some money out. And maybe then I'll go sit outside of Starbucks or something and get some sun. This is my 2-day back-to-back off. We don't get many of those. We get some of those here or there. A lot of times it's like 1 day off, and then you work 4 days, and then you have a day off, which is fine. But this was my 2-day off. I actually don't think I will have one of those where there's a 2-day off now for probably over a month. It's, like I said, I'm very grateful to have a job. So I understand that that's what it takes to be employed today. But I'm working very hard. Today is my, day off, and then tomorrow off. And, but what it sounds like, my building is still being worked on. There's rumors of another assessment regarding more money needed for the new contractor, which is something I was always suspicious about. I'm hoping that it's not too much and it's paid over months. There's an issue with my building's pool where it is technically condemned by the Department of Health, because of numerous violations with the pool. They put out a newsletter, the building, saying everything was repaired and we're just waiting for them to sign off on it. But we wrote the state, and the health department wrote back saying that it hasn't been signed off yet, that the building, they said, submitted a request and then it has to go to engineers, so there's no guarantee that what they said has been fixed or to standards. So we're headed out now. You know, in my other video I was talking about the economy, and this is a more realistic video. I work very, very hard, and I get these comments every once in a while in my videos. You know, you don't work, or things like that. I work a full-time job, and you know, part of working a full-time job is, you know, number one, trying to pay your bills, which I'm very grateful for. But you get tired, you get sick. That's just the way life is. So I'm gonna use today and tomorrow to recover, go back to work, and hopefully I'll start to feel better. You know, my car does not have air conditioning. My car has a problem with the door where I think the mechanism broke, so it opens, but you may have problems closing it. There's things wrong with the engine. Worse things are wrong with it, but if it turns on, it gets me to work. I'm happy with that. It's my dad in the background. You know, the goal for me is the car turning on and getting me to work, and I don't go far for work. I go down the street. Luckily, it's very, very hot out today. Like the sun feels like it's burning your skin. So some of you have asked how I am getting by with the car not having air. And the answer is I go down the street and I may have to stop at the grocery store. I don't go far. I go 2 miles, 3 miles. I don't go anywhere else. I don't have the money to go to South Beach and sit at a restaurant, and quite frankly, those tourist things to do are not safe anymore. Miami Beach has become very, very dangerous. It's not the Miami Beach it was 12 years ago. You know, you can't really sit at a restaurant, Miami Beach, or Lauderdale Beach anymore without, you know, having to be super aware. So the other thing is that, you know, part of being a full-time employee is that I get vacation days. Many of my coworkers, you know, they spend their vacation days catching up on the things that they need to do around their house, laundry, different things, staycations. And I was talking to a girl that works at my job that we don't have the money anymore in the economy today to do anything. I was looking at cruises and different things, and even the cheapest 4-day cruise ends up being $1,000. And that she said I used to have the money to do those things, and now that goes towards trying to lower my grocery bill on my credit card. So I'm just showing you the reality of my day. I had hoped for a better double day off, but it didn't work out. So I'm just gonna go out now and try to make the best of today. Thank you to the random chicken guy who told me that the chicken was buy one, get one. You are cool. Thank you for telling me I get more chicken. So we just finished our buy one, get one chicken. And we got a coffee that we shared, and we had it at the Starbucks here that's connected to the Publix. I feel like I'm talking better all of a sudden. Whatever I have seems to be cycling very quickly. My throat does still hurt, but
I feel a drop better, but whatever I have is just gonna take the course that it takes. You know, I'm trying to enjoy my day out even though I'm not feeling well. As I mentioned, I work very hard and I work full-time, and I'm very appreciative to have the opportunity to work full-time, because that means I have an attempt in paying my bills. When I calculate everything out, I'm still in the negative, which means that I need to either work more hours or have the channel make up for some of the money. A lot of that negative is coming from the fact that groceries are so expensive now. The $3.22 for soup. I got them the other day on sale, which was good, but you know, I just can't buy in bulk like that, you know. Most of my bills where I say I'm having a deficit each month is from the fact that the groceries are too much. And that's not with overspending. We just had the buy one get one chicken. That was our late lunch. The total was $5, and we shared an iced coffee that I had money on my Starbucks app still. And things are just very expensive. There was a very nice lady that was online ahead of us. She wanted to let us skip because she was in the 10 or less line and she had some more stuff. Of course we didn't. And she was very nice, and you notice she's paying with Snap. Although I live in an area of Sunny Isles where there's a lot of entrepreneurs, you also have normal people that can't afford the groceries. And I'm just mindful of it all. I was talking about, I'm gonna step outside. I was starting to brainstorm, as I mentioned with my job, they give me paid vacation, where in other words they pay for your vacation days that you're off from work, the average amount of hours you work. But of course they're not paying for your vacation, and I can't afford to go away. I can't afford $1,000 to $2,000 where I charge it up to go away, because I'm trying as it is to lower down the cards, and people are utilizing their cards right now to survive. And yes, you have entrepreneurs that live in these buildings, and a lot of you will come at me in the comments and be like, you have very successful lawyers, doctors, all that, and there's a few well-known sports players. That is true, but you also do have entrepreneurs with a lot of foreign money. That there's articles about this area. This is Sunny Isles Beach, and if you're not familiar with Sunny Isles Beach, I'm not going to defend it in this video. Have you guys go look it up yourself. The nickname for Sunny Isles Beach is actually Little Moscow, and it talks about a lot how properties are bought in Sunny Isles and who a lot of the tenants of Sunny Isles are. But that's not everyone in Sunny Isles. You still have people in Sunny Isles that are using Snap to just try, I won't even call it getting by, just as part of the deficit each month in trying to get by. And I want to always be a very realistic content creator. Yes, it would be nice to go on a cruise in the next month and film that for you guys and show you guys my adventure on a cruise, but the reality is I can't afford that right now. I may be doing like a lot of my coworkers are doing, which is staycations. We bought groceries, we're headed home now. My voice quality is improving a little, it still hurts. And now it feels like it's going into congestion. I'm hoping I'm better by tomorrow. But, here I am. I'm spending my 2 days off from the job that are back-to-back days, recovering from getting sick at the job, basically. There's a high volume of people, and they cough all over you, and you get sick. And like I said, it's one of my last 2 days off back-to-back, probably at least for a month. It's just the way the schedule came out. And at the same time that I complain about that, obviously, if you're familiar with my channel, I had videos on where I was afraid I was going to have to sell my apartment for anything I could get just to survive. So I'm appreciative to have a job. I'm very grateful. But the reality is I'm very tired. And I'm hoping that the job I have, plus trying to take care of myself better, take more vitamins so that I don't get sick, work on the channel more so it makes up for the deficit. I can start to have a better quality of life. Bought some things for like hygiene and self-care. I'm gonna go home now. I weighed myself. I'm very, very, very small framed. My skeletal structure is very, very small. So, obviously people have differences to their body frames. So my skeletal structure, I'm a very, very small person. And I'm only about 5 feet tall. So I should probably weigh 101, something like that. 102. My weight tends to fluctuate based on stress, An average that my weight is at is probably like 97, 98. And right now I'm bouncing between, I just weighed myself, it was about 94.5, 95. When I lose weight, it really shows because my frame is so small. It's coming from stress, not being sick, but the stress, I have to try to figure out how to take better care of myself, go to the gym more, take in more vitamins so that I don't get to this point where, I look like hell and I have to recover. It's not a good cycle to be on. So I bought some self-care items now, and I'm gonna go home and edit this together and eat some chocolate to feel better. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Probably should stop talking now, but I will see you soon in my next video, and hopefully I'll be feeling better then.